Say, what the hell are you doing listening?
No, I wasn't listening. I was just standing in the shade a minute, scratching my dog. I just now come from swamping out the wash house.
You was poking your big nose into our business. I don't like moves guys.
I just come there. I didn't hear nothing you guys was saying. I ain't interested in nothing you was saying. A guy in a ranch don't never listen, nor he don't ask no questions.
Darn right you don't. Not if that guy wants to stay working long. That's a hell of an old dog.
Yeah, I had him since he was a pup. God, he was a good sheepdog when he was young. So how'd you like the boss?
Pretty good. Seemed all right.
He's a nice fella. Gotta take him right. He's running this place. He don't take no nonsense.
Say, what time do we eat? 11:30?
Sim, old man.
He was just here a minute ago, Curly. Went over to the cookhouse, I think.
I'll try to catch him. You the new guys my old man was waiting for.
Yeah, just come in.
When were you here this morning?
We got off the bus too soon.
My old man got to get the grain out. Have a buck barley?
Yeah.
I mean him. Have a buck barley?
Well, sure he is.
Let the big guy talks.
Those don't want to talk.
Then, he's got to talk when he's spoke to. What the hell you shoving into this for?
Him and me, travel together.
Oh, so that way.
What?
You want to let the big guy talk. Is that it?
He can talk if he wants to tell you anything.
You just come in.
Well, next time you answer when you spoke to them.
He didn't say nothing to you.
Throwing cards his hand?
I might.
So you got a chance to anything anyway.
All right. Go and see the dog then. See, what the hell he's got on his shoulder? Lenny didn't do nothing to him.
Oh, that's the boss's son. Curly's pretty handy. He done quite a bit of time in the ring. Well, the guys say he's pretty handy.
Well, let him be handy. Don't have to take after Lenny. Lenny didn't say nothing to him.
Well, tell you what. Curly's like a lot of little guys. He hates big guys. He's all the time picking scraps with them. Kind of like he's angry at them because he ain't a big guy. Well, you've seen guys like that, ain't you? Always scrappy.
Sure, I've seen plenty tough little guys. But this here Curly better make no mistakes about Lenny. Lenny ain't handy, see? But this Curly punk's gonna get himself hurt if he messes around with Lenny.
Well, Curly's pretty handy. You know, it never did seem right to me. Suppose Curly jumps a big guy and licks him. Everybody says, what a game guy Curly is. Well, suppose he jumps him and gets licked. Everybody says the big guy ought to pick on somebody his own size. Seems like Curly ain't giving nobody a chance.
Well, better watch out for Lenny. Lenny ain't no fighter. But he's strong and quick, and he don't know no rules.
Don't tell Curly I said none of this. He'd slough me. He just don't give a damn. Won't ever get canned because his old man's the boss.
This here Curly sounds like the son of a gun to me. I don't like little mean guys.
Well, it seems like Curly's worse than ever lately. He got married a couple of weeks ago. The wife lives over in the boss's house. Well, it seems like Curly's worse than ever since he got married. Like he's sitting on an anthill, and a big red ant come up and nipped him on the turnip. Seems so damn miserable, he'll strike at anything that moves. I'm kind of sorry for him.
Maybe he's showing off for his wife.
You seen that glove he's got in his left hand?
Sure, I've seen it.
Well, that glove's full of Vaseline.
Vaseline? What the hell for?
Curly says he's keeping that hand soft for his wife.
That's a dirty kind of thing to tell around.
Oh, I ain't so sure. I've seen such funny things a guy will do to try to be nice. I ain't so sure. But you just wait until you see Curly's wife.
Is she pretty?
Yeah, pretty. But,
what?
well, she got the eye.
Yeah? Married 2 weeks and already got the eye? No wonder Curly's pants full of ants.
Yes, sir. I seen her give Slim the eye. Slim's a jerkline Skinner, a hell of a nice fella. Well, I seen her give Slim the eye. And Curly never seen none of it. And I seen her give a Skinner named Carlson the eye.
Looks like we're gonna have some fun.
Well, you know what I think? I think Curly's married himself a tart.
Well, he ain't the first. Black Queen on a Red King. Yes, sir, there's plenty that done that.
Well, I gotta be setting out the wash basins for them guys. The teams will be out in a minute. You guys gonna buck Barley?
Yeah?
You won't tell Curly nothing I said.
Hell no.
Well, you look her over, mister. You see if she ain't a tart.
Len. 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 Now look, Len. This here ain't no setup. They're gonna have trouble with this Curly guy. I've seen him kind of before. You know what he's doing? He's kind of feeling you out. He figures he's got you scared. And he's gonna take a sock at you first chance he gets.
I don't want no trouble. Don't let him stop you, George.
I hate them kind of jerks. I've seen plenty of them. Like the old guy says. Curly don't take no chances. Curly always figures to win. And then, if he tangles with you, we're gonna get the king. Make no mistake about it. He's the boss's kid, ain't he? Look, you try and stay away from him, will you? Don't you never speak to him. If he comes in here, you move clear to the other side of the room. Will you remember that, Leonard?
I don't want no trouble. I never done nothing to him.
Well, that won't help you none if Curly wants to set himself up for a fight. Just have nothing to do with it. Do you remember?
Sure, George, I remember. I won't say a word.
Here come the guys. Now, just don't say nothing.
You ain't mad, George?
I ain't mad at you. I'm mad at this here Curly. Why don't we get a little stick together? Maybe $100. You keep away from Curly.
Well, sure I will. I won't say a word.
Don't let him pull you in. But if that son of a gun socks you, let him have it.
Let him have what, George?
Never mind. Look, if you happen to get in any kind of trouble, do you remember what I told you to do?
If I get in any trouble, you ain't gonna let me tend the rabbit?
That's not what I mean. You remember when we slept last night? Down by the river?
Oh, yeah. I go there and hide in the brush until you come for me.
That's it. Hide till I come for you. Don't tell nobody else. Hide in the brush by the river. Now say that over.
Hide in the brush by the river. Down in the brush by the river.
If you get in trouble.
If I get in trouble.
No sooner did George figure that Lenny understood than there she was. An invitation to trouble if there ever was one. Curly's wife. And wait, was she a looker? Red lips and fingernails, and made-up eyes, and perfume so strong you get dizzy if you stood too close. Well, she was not your typical farmer's wife. Well, she said she was looking for Curly. She didn't seem to be looking all that hard. That is till George told her that Curly was up at their place, then she run like dickens.
What a trick! So that's what Curly picks for a wife. Why did you smell that stink she's got on? I can still smell it. Don't need to see her know she's around.
She's pretty.
Yeah, she sure ain't hiding it. Curly's got his work ahead of him.
Ah, she's pretty.
And you listen to me, you crazy fool. Don't you never look at her. I don't care what she says or what she does. I ain't never seen no piece of jailbait worse than her. Don't you even smell me.
I never smelled, George.
No, you never. When she was out there showing her legs, you wasn't looking the other way neither.
I never meant no bad things. Honest, I never.
All right. But just stay away from her. Let Curly take the rap. You let himself eat her. Glove full of Vaseline. I bet he's eating raw eggs and writing pattern medicine houses.
I don't like this place. This ain't no nice place. I don't like this place.
Listen, I don't like it here no better than you do. But we're flat bucks. We gotta get stick. If we can get just a few dogs in the boat and shove off and go up to the American River and pan gold. Guy can make a couple dollars a day, man.
Let's go, George. Let's get out of here. It's mean here.
I tell you, we gotta stay a little while. We gotta get stick. Now shut up. Here come the guys. Maybe we ought to wash up. Hell, we ain't done nothing to get dirty.
It's brighter than a freshly polished pair of horseshoes outside. Well, I can't hardly see nothing in here. Are you the new guys?
Just come.
You going to look barley?
That's what the boss says.
Well, I hope you get on my team.
Boss says we're to go with the jerk line skinner named Slim.
Well, that's me.
You're a jerk line skinner.
Well, I can snap him around a little.
Well, that kind of makes you king of the ranch, don't it?
Oh, no.
Like the man says. Boss tells you what to do, but if you want to know how to do it, you gotta ask the wheel spinner. The man says, any guy that can drive 12 Arizona jackrabbits with a jerk line can fall in a toilet and come up with a mince pie and reach home.
Well, I hope you get on my team. Well, I got a pair of punks that don't know a barley bag from a bluebell. And you guys ever bumped any barley?
Hell yes. I ain't nothing to scream about. But that big guy there can put up more grain alone than those bears can.
You guys travel around together?
Sure. We kind of look after each other. He ain't right. But he's a darn good worker, though. Hell of a nice fellow, too. I've known him for a long time.
Well, ain't many guys traveling around together. And I don't know why. Well, maybe everybody in the whole damn world is scared of each other.
It's a lot nicer to go around with a guy you know. You get used to it. And then it ain't no fun alone anymore.
Hello, Slim.
Well, these guys just gone.
Glad to meet you. My name's Carlson.
George Miller. This here's Lenny Small.
Glad to meet you. You ain't very small. You ain't very small at all. Meant to ask you, Slim. How was your mutt? I seen she wasn't on your wagon this morning.
She slung her pups up last night. Well, 9 of them. Drowned 4 of them right off. She couldn't feed that many.
Got 5 left, huh?
And yeah, 5. I kept the biggest.
What kind of pups you think they're gonna be?
Well, I don't know. Some kind of shepherd, I guess. Well, that's the most kind I've seen around here when she's in heat.
I had an Airedale. The guy down the road got one of them little white floozy dogs. Well, she was in heat, and the guy locks her up. But my Airedale, anytime he was, he had a woodshed clear down to the roots to get her. Guy come over one day. He's sore as hell. He says, I wouldn't mind if my girl had pups, but my goodness, this morning she's slaying a litter of Shetland ponies. Got 5 left, huh? Gonna keep all of them?
I don't know. I gotta keep them a while so they can drink Lulu's milk.
Well, look here, Slim. I've been thinking. That dog of Candy's is so darn old, he can hardly walk. Stinks like hell. Every time Candy brings him around the bunkhouse, I can smell him 2 or 3 days. Why don't you get Candy to shoot his old dog and give him one of them pups to raise up? I can smell that dog a mile off. Got no teeth. Also with rheumatism, Candy feeds him milk. He can't chew nothing else. And leave him around on a string so he don't bump into them. There she goes.
Well, you guys better come on while there's still something left to eat. There'll be nothing left in a couple minutes.
George,
Yeah, I'll ask him. I'll ask him.
a brown and white one, George.
Come on, let's get dinner. I don't know if he has a brown and white one.
Well, you ask him right away so he don't kill no more of them.
Sure, come on, let's go.
Seen a girl around here?
About half an hour ago, maybe.
Well, what the hell was she doing?
She said she was looking for you.
Which way did she go?
I don't know. I didn't watch her go. You know, Lenny, I'm scared I'm gonna tangle with him myself. I hate his guts. Come on, there won't be a darn thing left to eat.
Will you ask him for a brown or white one?
Well, I got a gal at the head of the creek, and I'm going up to see about 2 times a week. It's a brother mine, sweet as any wine, wrap herself around me like sweet potato vine. I'm going up the river creek, going me a run, going up the river creek, have a little fun. Going up the river creek, going me in a whirl, going up the river creek to see my little girl.
Well, George remembered his promise to Lenny, and that night he had a little talk with Slim about them pups.
Oh, it wasn't nothing. I would have had to drown most of them pups anyway. There's no need to thank me about that.
It wasn't much to you, maybe, but it was a hell of a lot to him. I don't know how we're gonna get him to sleep in here. He's gonna want to stay right out of the barn. We're gonna have trouble from keeping him from getting right in the box with them pups.
Say, you sure was right about him. Well, maybe he ain't right, but I've never seen such a worker. Damn near killed his partner bucking barley. Did he take his end of that sack? Pretty near killed his partner. Gosh almighty, I've never seen such a strong guy.
You just tell him what to do and he'll do it. It don't take no figure.
It's funny how you and him string along together.
What's so funny about it?
Well, I don't know. Hardly none of the guys ever travels around together. Well, I hardly never seen two guys traveling together. You know how the hands are. They come in, get their bunk and work them up, and then they quit and go on alone. We'll never seem to give a damn about nobody. It just seems kind of funny. A cuckoo like him and a smart guy like you traveling together.
I ain't so bright neither, or I wouldn't be bucking barley for my 50th pound. If I was bright, if I was even a little bit smart, I'd have my own place and be bringing in my own crops instead of doing all the work and not getting what comes up out of the ground.
A guy'd like to do that. Sometimes I'd like to cuss a string of mules that was my own mules.
It ain't so funny. Him and me going around together. Him and me was both born in Auburn. I know his aunt. She took him in when he was a baby and raised him up. When his aunt died, then he just come along with me out working. We got kind of used to each other after a little while.
Uh-huh.
We used to have a hell of a lot of fun with him. We used to play jokes on him because he was too darn dumb to take care of himself. Hell, he was too dumb to know when he'd had a joke played on him. Hell yes, I had fun. It made me seem so smart alongside of him.
I've seen it that way.
Do any darn thing I told him. If I told him to walk over a cliff, over he'd go. You know, that wasn't too darn much fun after a while. Never got mad about him either. I'd be hell out of him, and he could bust every bone in my body just with his hands. But he ain't never lifted a finger against me.
Well, even if you stopped him, wouldn't he?
No, never. I tell you what made me stop playing jokes though. One day, a bunch of guys were standing up around the Sacramento River. I was feeling pretty smart. I turns to Lenny, and I says, jump in.
What happens?
Jumps in. Couldn't swim stroke. Darn near drowned. He's so nice to me for pulling him out too. Claim forgot I told him to jump in. Well, I ain't done nothing like that no more. It makes me kind of sick telling about it.
He's a nice fellow. Well, a guy don't need no sense to be a nice fellow. Sometimes it seems to be just the other way around. Well, take a real smart guy. He ain't hardly ever a nice fellow.
I ain't got no people. But I've seen guys that go alone on the ranches. And that ain't no good. They don't have no fun. After a while, they get mean.
Yeah, I've seen him get mean. I've seen him get so they don't want to talk to nobody. Well, in some ways they got to. You take a bunch of guys all living in one room, and by gosh, they got to mind their own business. Well, about the only private thing a guy's got is where he come from and where he's going.
Of course, Lenny's a nuisance most of the time. But you get used to the guy and you can't get rid of him. I mean, you get used to him. You can't get rid of being used to him. I'm sure dripping at the mouth. I ain't told nobody all this before.
Do you want to get rid of him?
Well, he gets in trouble all the time. He's so darn dumb. Like having a weed. You wouldn't tell me, right?
What are you doing, weed?
You wouldn't tell me. No. Of course you wouldn't.
What do you do?
Well, he's seen this girl in a red dress. Dumb fool like he is, he wants to touch everything he likes. Just wants to feel it. So he reaches out to feel this red dress. The girl lets out a squawk and that gets Lenny all mixed up. He holds on because that's the only thing he can think to do.
The hell?
Well, this girl squawks her head up. I'm right close and I hear all the yelling, so I comes a running. By that time, Lenny's scared to death. You know, I had to sock him over the head with a fence picket to make him let go.
So what happens then?
Well, she runs in and tells the law she's been raped. Guys out and we'd start out to lynch Lenny. So there we sit in an irrigation ditch all day with guys out looking for us with guns. They got on their heads out of water. Go up under the grass that grows out of the side of the ditch. That night, we run out of it.
It didn't hurt the girl none, huh?
Hell no, just scared her.
He's a funny guy.
Funny. Why, you know what that big baby done once? He was walking along a... Hi, Lenny. How do you like your pup?
He's brown and white like I wanted.
Lenny,
George, what do you want?
I told you you couldn't bring that pup in here.
What pup, George? I ain't got no pup. What you giving to me, George?
You take him right back to the nest. He's got to sleep with his mother. You want to kill him? Just born last night, you take him out of the nest. You take him back or I'll tell Slim not to let you have him.
You give him to me, George. I'll take him back. I didn't mean no bad things, honest, I didn't. I just want to pet him a little.
All right. You take him back quick. And don't you take him out no more.
He's just like a kid, ain't he?
Sure he's like a kid. There ain't no more harm in him than a kid neither. Except he's so strong. I bet he won't come in here to sleep tonight. I'll bet he'll stay right along the pups in the barn. Well, let him. He ain't doing no harm out there.
Hello, Slim. Hello, George. Don't either of you play horseshoes?
I don't like to play every night.
Well, either you guys got a slug of whiskey, I got a gut ache.
Nah, I ain't. Not drink it if I had. And I ain't got no good at either.
That damn cabbage gave it to me. I knowed it would before I ever ate it.
Jeez, how that nigger can piss shoes.
He's plenty good.
Damn right he is. Yeah, you don't give nobody else a chance to win. Darn it, Candy. Your dog stinks. I can smell him all the way in here. Gotta get him away from here.
Well, I've been around him so long, I never noticed how he stinks.
Well, I can't stand him being around. That stink hangs around even after he's gone. Got no teeth? Also with rheumatism. He ain't no good to you, Candy. Why don't you shoot him?
Well, hell, I had him so long. Had him since he was a pup. I herded sheep with him. You wouldn't think it to look at him now, but he was the best damn sheepdog I ever seen.
I know the guy in Weed that had an Airedale that could herd sheep. Learned it from the other dogs.
Look at Candy. That old dog just suffers itself all the time. You want to take him out and shoot him right in the back of the head? Right there. Why? He'd never know what hit him.
No, I couldn't do that. I had him too long.
You don't have no fun no more. Stinks like hell. Tell you what I'll do. I'll shoot him for you. That way, it won't be you that done it.
I had him from a pup.
Let him alone, Carl. It ain't a guy's dog that matters. It's the way the guy feels about his dog. Hell, I had a pup once. I wouldn't have traded for a field trial pointer.
Well, Candy ain't being nice and keeping him alive. Look it. Slim's dog got a litter right now. I bet you Slim will give you one of them pups to raise up. Wouldn't you, Slim?
Yeah, you can have a pup if you want.
But maybe it would hurt. And I don't mind taking care of him.
I'd be better off dead. The way I'd shoot him, you wouldn't feel nothing. I'd put the gun right there. Right back of the head.
I'll let him alone, Carl.
Why, hell. You wouldn't even quiver.
Let him alone. Say, did you see this? Did you see this in the book here?
See what?
Right there. Read that.
I don't want to read nothing. Be all over in a minute, Candy. Come on.
Did you see it, Slim? Go on, read it. Read it out loud.
What is it?
Read it.
Dear editor, I read your mag for 6 years and I think it is the best on the market. I like stories by Peter Rand. I think he is a wingding. Give us more like The Dark Rider. I don't write many letters. Just thought I'd tell you I think your mag is the best dime's worth I ever spent. What do you want me to read that for?
Go on. Read the name at the bottom.
Yours for Success, William Tenner. What do you want me to read that for?
Come on, Candy. What do you say?
You don't remember Bill Tanner? Worked here about 3 months ago?
Little guy, drove a cultivator?
That's him. That's the guy.
Look, Candy. If you want me to, I'll put that old devil out of his misery right now and get it over with. There ain't nothing left for him. Can't see, can't eat, can hardly walk. Tomorrow we can pick up one of Slim's pups.
Sure, I got a lot of them.
Well, you ain't got no gun.
Hell, I ain't. Got a revolver. Won't hurt him none at all.
Maybe tomorrow. Let's wait until tomorrow.
I don't see no reason for it. Let's get it over with. Can't see them stinking around here.
We better let him go, Candy.
All right. Take him.
Won't even feel it.
Carlson,
Yeah.
take a shot. One of my lead mules got a bad hoof. I gotta put some tar on it.
Anybody like to play a little euchre?
I'll lay out a few, you know.
Candy, you can have any one of them pups you want.
Sounds like there's a rat under there. Maybe we ought to set a trap.
What the hell is taking him so long? Lay out some cards, why don't you? We ain't gonna get no euchre played this way.